Okay, welcome back to my channel. And today, I just want to talk about knives. I don't think a lot of people realize how many applications or how many knives are out there. As you can see, this is a small collection of mine. The camera can't fit them all, but each and every one of these have a purpose for me. And so I just want to, spend some time with you guys and let you know, maybe you're looking for a knife, maybe you don't know what certain knives do. But I'm gonna show you my workhorses, the ones I use on a daily basis. And there's three things I look for in a knife. Feel is number one. The knife has to feel good in my hands. Two, balance. It has to be balanced really, really nice as far as weight. When I'm working 10, 12 hours a day and I'm cutting half that time, it's really important to me for fatigue and overall keeping that edge sharp. And then three, price. Is this knife gonna last? Which we don't know, right? We don't know how long the knife will last. So I'm very careful with how much I spend. Now, Voss Steed is a new company out, or relatively new, and I'm an ambassador for them, and I use them a lot. So this is a Stallion. This is probably my favorite knife as far as a workhorse. Just the balance and the handle is curved, really nice to get a good grip, and it's super light. So this is a really nice light knife. So I really do enjoy this one a lot. So if you're looking for a good knife, Voss Steed 8-inch Stallion is a great knife. Like, I beat the crap out of this knife, So that's a great knife, which I truly enjoy. You can see the blade. I didn't use a stone on this. I used one of those handheld sharpeners, which I don't recommend. It does tear up the blade, but when you are using a knife as much as I do, I mean, honestly, you're not going to sit there and stone it every hour. So I use the handheld sharpener, which does tear up the blade, but Voss Steed's a great affordable knife for an everyday cook at home or a professional. It is super light. And let me grab my scale. Hang on, let's do this right way. So I'll get my scale here, okay? And let's put it to the test, There we go, just move my camera back. So this Voss Steed Stallion, 7.8 ounces, less than a half of a pound. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, I could throw this knife around all day. It does not get me tired. The balance is amazing. The weight is right here in the center. You want the weight right here. That's where you want all your weight. You're not. So this is a great knife, this Voss Steed Stallion. So that's my daily. I use that a lot. Next is the Morgan, right? A little bit longer, okay? To me, I don't really like long knives too much, especially if I'm going to be prepping. But this is a Morgan. You see, I put it through the test, and it's a great knife. Nothing wrong with this. Now look at that. You see that? Someone used a tip to open a can opener. That's why I use inexpensive knife. I'm not spending $400 or $500. I'm going to leave it in the kitchen, But this is a great knife. Let's weigh this. lighter than the Stallion. Still a great knife. I just, the lengthwise is what I like. I like a shorter knife. So it's a hair, probably an inch. Two knives, not even a pound, but another great light knife if you're gonna use it all day. This is definitely a great knife. Next is their other Voss Steed, the Hackney series. And what I love about my knives is I like that they're a Tonto edge tip. So, I'm not going to grab a potato peeler or, a slicer. I'm just going to use the tip of my knife and peel out the ends of tomatoes and fruit. You know, it saves me time. So let's weigh this sucker. 8.1, a little bit heavier, but definitely a nice grip. Still light, and it comes cool and black. Now, Dalstrong, another great knife. This knife, I had a guy sharpen my knives and he took my Tonto edge away, so kind of disappointed. But this is a low profile, really overall great knife, which I do love. So, hang on, I got dogs. Hey, no. All my dogs are here, they're running around. Hear little feet in the back. So this is a great, let's see if I can get, it's kind of faded. It's the Phantom series. I don't think they make this knife anymore. Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's weigh it. Yep, 7.5. So, what? This one was 7.5, right? Yeah. So, when you get down to the 7.5, 7 ounce, I mean, you're rocking. I could rock that all day long and not get tired at all. So, 3 great knives, 2 different companies. They're all workhorses. Again, here's another workhorse. This is a Shun, my utility knife. This has been through the ringer, but this is a great knife. Tonto, I'm a fan of the Tonto, man. I could get in there and grind and stuff like that. So this Shun, all these hold a great edge. The Stallion and the Dalstrong hold a great edge, and same with the Shun. So let's do that. 3.6 ounces, right? Barely nothing. So great little utility knife, I might say so. Now we're getting into my bread knife. Now, they don't make this anymore. This is a Forstner. They're Victoronics now, I think. Forgot, but this is original Forstner when I first started. In 1985, I had these knives with this logo. It's just a sleek bread knife. 4.3 ounces. You know, I could cut bread with this all day long. This one does not leave the house. This will never leave the house. My butcher's knife. 4.4. Another great. It's a Forstner. You can barely see it. But this is definitely probably 20 years old. Same with the other one. But take care of your knives. You know, all those videos the guys throwing the knives and, you know, getting flashy views. Man, that's not me. You guys want to learn something? I don't have a lot of time. You know, I'm not around a lot. I'm at the restaurants. We're opening our 4th restaurant in the Sacramento area now. So, you know, I just do this to hopefully share something with you. And if you take something from it, that's good. If you don't, hey, you know, there's plenty of people out there that you can find something to look at. Now we're getting into the knives. Here's one more workhorse I use. This is a Shun. And that, what was that? That was 7.5, another light knife. The one with this one is that I didn't like the handle. I didn't like this transition. It was just too much of a, see that? Of a curve. If you look at this one, see the transition? There's less. So what I do is I call it a pinch grip. That's what I hold. Pinch grip. So you're pinching the knife with your index finger and your thumb. You know, on this one, it just digs in too much. I mean, like it may be comfortable with some people, but just the balance a little heavier on the handle side. But another light knife. I do use this every now and then. Not as much as I used to. Another butcher's knife, my fillet knife. Now this sucker. Can you see it? It's a Wusthof Pro. So that weighs 4.5 ounces. Long, super flexible, right? You gotta be careful because you could tear a lot of flesh off with this if you're not accurate. But it definitely flexes and gets where you need to get. Don't use it too this often unless I'm filleting whole fish. now I'm getting into my showpiece knives. These are the ones that, I don't know, 7.7, not bad. This is a great knife. So this is a Takayuki, and I love this thing. VG10 Damascus. It's a Japanese knife. Great knife. Once again, there's that hardcore transition, which I'm not a fan of on the pinch grip, but great knife. Tonto. I enjoy it. I don't use it much, but it's definitely sharp and holds its edge. And that's 7.7. Another Japanese knife. I don't know who the brand is, but there's that transition. A little bit better. 6.7. So that's a real light knife right there. You know, so that's... How'd that get heavier? 7.8? I don't remember being 7.8. Yeah, maybe it was. Oh, these were the lighter ones. So that's 7.5, right? The Del Strong. Okay. So if you look at that length, right? Almost the same length, but definitely a lot lighter. This is definitely a great knife. If it was in my rotation for my workhorse, it'd be in my rotation. Now let me show you the one that I use when I know people in the kitchen are gonna respect my stuff. Now this is another Takayuki. And this thing is badass. That 5.2 ounces. That's almost as light as the smaller little knife and the butcher's knife. This is a workhorse. Man, I love this thing. But this one doesn't come out too often. This is another. These Takayuki knives are amazing. I do the same quality as the Voss Steed. They're an up-and-coming company, and they're right on par with these other knife companies. Now let me grab my bag. Let me grab my knife bag, and this knife bag, let me move you a little bit. This knife bag is made by Workins. So they're a leather company that builds bags for like drummers and musicians. And I'm like, hey, I bought their bag and I posted it on Instagram, and they're like, wow, that's our bag. What would you like to? So they made a chef's bag. So I have 3 of these bags. You could get for $79 plus shipping. I have 3 of them, DM me. But it's got 3 pockets, and it holds about 8 knives. And it is all leather, beautiful. I mean, look at that thing. I know we're on a knife topic, but so what do we got in here? Oh, yes. This is my sashimi knife, the Grand Chef Takayuki. Beautiful knife. Let's see how that is. Yeah, 6.6. Just a beautiful knife. That's in my bag. I use that daily. But see, this one's guarded. Right, that's guarded. This one out. See, I almost cut myself. That's how sharp they are. So I have a knife sharpener guy. He has a Japanese stone. Charges $10. Like, I don't have the time or the patience to be sharpening my own knives. So I leave it in the hand of the pros. Takayuki. Okay, who else I got? Okay. Yep. Can you see it? You guessed it. Takayuki. Look at that. One of my he took away the edge completely. The Tonto. Kind of irritated. Rosewood handle. Oh, let me get back down there. 6.1 ounces. This is my daily butcher. I use this the most. I use it for meats. You know, my fillets and my New Yorks. And I do have the Mesameister guard. Love these guards. So I keep it in there. And I got, so this is my owner gave me this knife, custom made, guy from San Diego. 8.2, a little heavier, but it's got the Tonto. And let's see the name. DCB Customs. Can we get there? Can you see that? Great knife, beautiful handle, just totally beautiful. And as you can tell, I wrap all my knives with the orange electrical tape, waterproof. Don't use masking tape. It peels off and gets nasty. Use electrical tape. It's waterproof, right? It wraps electrical so you don't kill yourself. But these are my top dozen knives, I guess I'd have to say, that I use the most. But let me move this out of the way. Let me show you this bag. This bag is amazing. I got 2 pockets, right? There's that knife thing I was telling you about. Now these are good, but they'll tear your knife up, right? So use it on an inexpensive knife, you know, 20, 30 bucks. You will ruin it with this, but it does sharpen them really quick. Oh, I got my Shun fish pliers. These are amazing. Love these things. And then I got my tweezers. And I got my Kuntz. I got my Kuntz spoons. Right, these things are lovely. And that's in that pocket right here. What else? Yep. And then this pocket. Oh, these are. Let me show you a little trick. So, my tweezers, electrical tape. Always have it on hand. Spatula. These are high temp spatulas. I think 200, 300 degrees. But let me tell you about this. So this is a gardening shear to trim plants. These are beautiful. I'll get the right here. You see it? Yeah, Fiskars, titanium stick. So what we use for these to clean shrimp. So I'll come front of the shrimp. Let's say this is a shrimp. I'll come front and to the tail, right? And then it peels easily. That way you're not doing it with your hand. I'll go right down the center and peel it open. And it'll take out the trails, the intestine and everything, or whatever you call that, inside the little black part. So yeah, just thought I want to share some knives with you and what I have in my bag, you know. And if you're looking to get a knife bag, well, I got 3 of these. Like I said, $79. Beautiful leather, heavy duty pockets. Like, it ain't no joke, okay? Especially if you're, you know, like me, I'm a daily. Say it's got pen, thermometer, 3 big pockets. Yeah. So I got 3 of these. Message me, send me some money, and they're yours. Yeah. So hopefully you guys learned something, and if you have any questions, let's talk about it. I love knives. I collect knives. I do all that. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys supporting me, and I'll talk to you next time.